I'm gonna try to knock this down as fast as possible. Um, Import game pricing conspiracy. Pete Dorr, jcontra, shin megami talks. I thought this was a interesting 15 minutes. I think I stopped. Listen to me. My finger right here.
Just, Radical
Okay, so I
Reggie
stopped. I
has.
stopped around like 10 minutes, and I'm gonna go from actually where 10 minutes, and I'm gonna go backwards. That's how I'm gonna do this video. I'm gonna go from 10 minutes and go backwards. And around the 10 minutes, you were speaking about Radical Reggie and a compare contrast, if I'm correct to say, of Radical Reggie and Metal Jesus. And I'm gonna immediately start with what's the difference between um, Radical Reggie and Metal Jesus when it comes to showing certain games and how you're talking about the scarcity and this, that, and whatnot. Um, I started collecting 4 years ago, watching YouTubes, this, that, and whatnot, and I will definitely tell you, like a year and a half or some odd ago, I started collecting GBA games, and a lot of the GBA games that there's like a 2-part episode or something like that from Metal Jesus. A lot of those games is still for reasonable prices right now, sealed or complete in box and whatnot. So there's a lot of games that Metal Jesus will show that is still at a substantial price that Radical Reggie, on the other hand, when he shows it, the pre-order might be already sold out. The game is like $700. Like that, I thought was a little bit of a poor compare and contrast when it comes to the popularity of how many people snatching up this object, it going up in price value and whatnot. Now let's go a little bit further, even back now to when you went to Pete Dorr. Now, if y'all really want to hear a real conspiracy, y'all, the real conspiracy of all, and let's just say the cat is all out the bag for anybody who want to understand about collecting video games, dude, it's like 50K to 100K video games that's not in Western and power regions right now from Asia. Each Nintendo Switch and the modern day consoles is maybe the first two consoles to actually publish like over 10K video games. Let me say this one time all over again. There's over yo bro. I'm just giving a low number. It might be 200K video games in the Asian region. What do I mean by that? Whatever was the number of original NES games that came out, y'all, there were a lot of other games that were developed out around the world for the Nintendo that could have been 500 prototypes or fully developed games that just never came out. Maybe 1,000 of them, maybe 3,000 of them for Nintendo. Then it might be another 3,000 or 5,000 games for the Super Nintendo. Then it might be another 3,000 for the N64. Then it might be another 3,000 for the GameCube. It might be 3,000 games for the Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, the Sega Dreamcast, and like if you really add all, it goes into like 100,000, 150,000 games. That if these people who've been doing this, I've been only doing this for 4 years of research. These people have been doing it for actually a decade and longer. All these names I talked about, the Radical Reggies, the Metal Jesus, all these names they're talking about have been on social media for more than a decade, so they know this. And they don't really talk about that enough. So everybody's fixated talking about just these little 1-2 video games that, oh my god. What about Master Burner for the PC? What about Air Raid that still didn't come out physical Western region? What about my 3 copies? As soon as I came across that, my 3 copies, I immediately bought a Bike Bandits. Yo, it's a whole game going on with this for beyond a decade and longer, y'all. All these this is a multi-trillion-dollar business, and people are still fixated over a PlayStation 1 game. Are you stupid? I'm done with the with home consoles. I'm sticking with P. It's funny. I've been playing emulator games for 20 years. From 20 years ago, when I first got to finally be able to download those little games on my PC, whatever it was. And my favorite one was Maine. To be able to play like the catalog of Neo Geo and all them shmups and fighters and puzzles and blah 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 blah, blah whatever. I'm sticking with the PC for the rest of my days. Like, yeah, here and there, business wise, I collect Nintendo stuff. But I like 60 frames per second. We talked about Bike Bandits here. Where's Bike Bandits, y'all? These are physical copies I'm talking about. Who when did Metal Jesus or anybody talk about Bike Bandits? I'm showing you 3 physical copies that you can't, that's not in Western region games. Kaboom. The cat's out the bag. That's the real secret, y'all. So that import game pricing boom. I mean, okay. Now we're gonna like I told you, we're gonna start from the 10 minutes, and then we're gonna move back. And excuse that I didn't watch the last 5 minutes of it. So we're going from 10 minutes, and we're scrolling back with what's up. He okay. There was one factor of something he said, and I'm gonna tell you, to my opinion, conspiracy wise, I feel he's absolutely correct. It ain't the Japanese, y'all. It's people in the PAL and other regions from out of Japan. Japanese people are humble people. They don't move like, they don't do business like this. They deserve to. It's their product. They deserve to make money off their product. It shouldn't be other people. That's an exploitation. So not that. I'm gonna tell you that's true. It's because here and there I get to speak to developers, and there's a couple video games I was gonna buy recently that if I could have convinced the person or whatever, and they were very cheap. But to the right hands over here, you're paying a couple dollars more than the original price they were selling it for. And this is the actual developer. Like when people be buying video games published from companies, I'm finding the actual developer putting out their discount, and you could buy it from the developer. That's not common, y'all. That's not common. So, what's up with the Bike Bandits? Yo, I'm telling you, these are the type of games people will gladly buy for the PlayStation, for any console. People, anybody know? You know what Trouble Witches is. These are all, if I'm right, the same companies what I was just showing you right now. That's why I bought the 3 copies of that, especially the Air Raid, and I got another one coming. That's what are hidden gems? I just showed y'all the hidden gems right now. Bike Bandits is still not come out physically over here. It's over 50,000 games and more. That's the secret, y'all. I'm not even keeping up with that. 50,000 is well over 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 games. That's the secret. And it ain't, and he's right. It ain't the Japanese. It's Americans. It's people just from other different countries, and it's not the Japanese. There's people in Japan from out the country. There are people. You see, okay, if you really want to like kind of narrow it down, because I follow it all on selling apps too. The people, whoever they are in Japan, they're not Japanese. It's people from like America or wherever they're from, and they're living in Japan for the past couple of years, decade, whatever's going on, or they're linked to, or they're in another country now, whatever it is. and they've been selling like in the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. They've been selling thousands of stuff from that deals with Japan and I guess China or whatever. And that's a whole other market that Western region wise people in America y'all just not hit to, because most people in America don't got this. I think Pete Dorr is it around the same Western region as me, and he's never showed this. What I'm showing y'all in this video right here has never been shown in Pete Dorr, Metal Jesus, or Radical Reggie, or none of those people. However, if you really do look up Dojin and whatnot, there are certain people who got 10K followings, 36K followings, and they did put this, and it is so this stuff is on Western region videos. It's just not y'all just y'all mentioning just specific certain people. That's the thing, and that's another that limits you from that information. So you see in the 15 minutes of that person's video, and I told you I cut it at 10. They're not going to talk about that. Why is nobody talking about that? This is somewhere in the pocket dealing with the cotton games that came out from ININ. I think this group might have been the developers. So these games I'm showing y'all, these people be going on to doing other projects way down the line. You want more? Y'all want more? I'll just maybe tagging that one name, like doing this yo bro. This is 80 pieces that none of them ever showed you. All right, we'll show all of them right now. And I'm telling you, it's like thousands more. So good luck. Good luck. Matter of fact, I'm not pulling all of it out. So this is a fighter. This is a fighter game. This is an expansion pack. Excuse me for not being able to say the names when I just be flashing whatever. Ragnarok, they got an online. This is an offline version. I think I got 2 other expansion pack episodes to it. The Tohu sagas, yo. Ikusan, another shmup. Like what I'm showing you, like well over 40, 50. This is a 6-player, like kind of shmuppish kind of game. That I got 2 copies of. What's it? A French company, French bread. Tohu 16.5. I want to get 17.5. That it looks banging. The Canosos, 20th and 21st century Canoso. Some of the games come like this, in little slip cases, or it'll just be a burnt disc. And you're region locked from finding it and downloading it. This is a strategy RPG, a Tohu strategy RPG. Forgot what kind of game this one is. Dude, it goes on and on to the break of dawn, y'all. It goes on and on at the break of dawn. This is a horror visual novel, the double game. Most people in Western region or PAL region don't got this kind of PS5. This for the PS5, which is a demo DVD. And this came out for PS3, PS4, PS5. You ain't see that. You ain't see that on none of those few. Some of the OGs who are like, if I'm right to say that, be making the 2D game music and whatnot. You gotta go and follow Bandcamp to get the music soundtracks. Like I said to you, sometimes these things come in. Sometimes these games come like this. And then the other ones will come like that. Like so. See. So. What about that one? Yo, bro. It's a mess right here next to me. Not common to the Western region. So once that happens, imagine when once that happens. Oh my gosh. That's gonna be the next war, y'all, coming soon. Alright? So that's why I research to try to be ahead of the game. But I wouldn't if I have an inkling, my conspiracy is that they have this stuff already. My conspiracy is that Radical Reggie, Metal G, anybody who went to Japan already, you see episodes that they went to Japan, they got this stuff already, y'all. And they're just holding it for oh, do you got this $10 trillion game? 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 Do you got this? Do you want to watch shows like that? That's the conspiracy. Do you want to watch TV shows like that? Because that's what y'all was talking about on that episode, basically, overall. Talking about objects that are unattainable. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? Not me. But I would tell you an honest truth from my behalf. I think it's like a billion of these CDs. It's like a billion cajillion of them. Now, for certain CDs, I'm gonna say that I got in possession, like stuff like this, I don't think it's a billion of them. These little things that come in these things, or that white disc wise, I don't think it's a billion of those. I really don't think it's a billion of all of these kind of games, but in general, I got my hands on some. All right. These are first time, like for like the low Pocky Rocky Toho game. All these games is like better versions than what we commonly play of video games. I want to see if I can find. Yo, I'm telling you, demos. And these pictures is on the internet too, of these objects from other people that I want them, when I want them found on their page, I want them screenshotting as much as possible to collect for data of myself of what to look for. And it helped me actually. I got this one list that might be like, I told this is 80 games or 90 games, and it was like maybe a couple hundred games. Like I told you, it's maybe like 50 or more. Like, come on, man. Who can keep up with that? I can't. I sure as hell I can't. What I would like to do, which is still difficult to my opinion to do, is just narrow down the hidden gems. The hidden gems that's gonna, yo. There's in these categories I'm talking about, there's games that's in the hundreds already. Just 1 second, please, y'all. Yeah, excuse me, y'all. So, this is not even really exclusive what I'm doing here. I'm regurgitating information to keep it a buck with y'all. This is not exclusive to the internet. It's already on Western region, but it's just not common. It's only common to people who came across the gem. And the number when I watched how many views these videos have, it had 36,000 views and more. So that's a decent number around the world of people who would know of these objects. You know, now how many of them have it physically? That's a whole other question. That I still can't even find a visual video to this game. When I screenshot it and looked the screenshot up, but it looks bad. All I needed was that front cover art, and I already had the good hint. Now this is something nice looking. And when I saw this little artwork and stuff, like nah. So it's a lot of still 2D shmups out there. It's a lot of them. Don't people do episodes and the whole episode will just be a stack like this? And I just put away a stack. Yo, wouldn't an episode probably just be like one stack like this to show to y'all? I already put away a stack of just the plastic Kill Pro. Of the long cases, like dude. We're 20 something minutes in. I didn't even really show y'all all this stuff. It's over 50 to 100,000 or more games. That's the truth. Toho alone has like 17 or more games. That's 17 shmups. 14 point. This is 13. This is 14.3. And I told you, and I'm telling you, there's 17 of them. I think NIS is gonna probably release majority, hopefully, of them. They need to get faster on the ball game, to be honest with you. So a lot of those visual novels y'all downloading, buying and downloading, are originally PC doujins. I don't know why this seems like something like this might be brand new, and I just don't be knowing that at times. But whatever. Anyway, so it's not the Japanese. He's correct by that, to my opinion. But I really do agree with that. I don't think it's the Japanese. But at the same time, there's already people who've been monopolizing the PC doujin realm right now for maybe beyond a decade. And I'm really curious to figure out how much money they've been making by doing that. But they're selling you this for download data, just for downloads. I was like, word, you getting the Bizag like Vizat? That's a little crazy. Oh, I do got an Amusement Makers disc. I didn't know that. Cool. I did buy me an. Oh no! Damn, it says it. Why I feel like this is the wrong disc, bro. Oh no, it does say Amusement Makers. Okay, cool. It's just such a weird front and back cover. Alright, anyway. So, yeah. Live from New York. It's Saturday Night Live. Alright? Sealed. Sometimes when I be buying them. But I think I'm gonna want to definitely, like, even in most of these games I got sealed, I'm gonna, if I could find a download for it, then I'll download it. Obviously, and I'll just leave this sealed to keep it a buck with you. But if I can't, I'm gonna open this, because most of these games I do want to play. A 3D Afterburner, and then I got the 2D version of this. So this is my Masterburner Climax, and then they have another one that over there is Masterburner. But what is this one? I would like to stick with that back in. Oh, okay, this was in here. Boom, let's stick that back in there. Yeah, so no, he's right about that. But there's a billion other good games, and just learn how to read. Yeah. Excuse me for being a little silent, a little pausish or whatever, but yeah, I really do mean that, dudes. It's a billion other freaking games. I hope this one turns out maybe something cool. I'm curious what this kind of game is. I think it's a shmup too. I'm actually opening it right now as we speak. But no, I really mean that, y'all. It's like a lot of other games out there. And to stay stuck infatuated with just yeah, I'm like, they basically are not putting out the best of games. Like, yo, bro, I told you. All right. I mean, I would have liked at least they maybe write on it. If they was gonna, that's the one suggestion I would make to people who when they burn these kind of discs. Like, y'all should at least. I think I would. So then, whoever, because basically, I can make as many copies as I want of this right here. That's how business goes. Yeah, but a couple of these discs. A couple of these discs, and I know that the other people, if they have a brain, that's what they're already doing. So certain discs here, yeah, people, they get the data, they make their own copies, and yeah, you want a possession of it or whatever, you're gonna have to buy it, baby, from the people who are producing extra copies of it. Some of these are never opened. But I think this is gonna be another one too, like I just was explaining about with that disc. It's a nice sleeve. I think it's like 3 or 4 versions to this. Well, yeah, like I said, like I'm explaining to you. Oh no, but it got some writing on it too, so that's cool. So this is a little standoutish. This looks nice. See, I'm showing you things that I've watched a lot of Pete Dorr, Metal G. I watched all of them, bro. They never showed these objects before, so shame on you. Shame on you, Patooey. So basically, I don't watch none of their channels anymore. "28 minutes in. I don't watch none of their channels no more. I'm showing you games that they don't show y'all. I don't watch their channels no more. Yeah, just get on Twitter and follow Japanese people. Follow developers. You want to know about a new game, a dope game, or old game, or game, or whatever it is to fill the fathom of your stupidity, get on Twitter. And my conspiracy is that most of them are hip to this stuff. They're just fronting about it. So have a good night and peace out, y'all.